And if I had to put my money on anybody, bro, I would say that Aesthetics does have a little bit more mastery on this Queen Eye Legend. Like I said, it's his main. Not sure if it's level 100 just as yet, but we're going to be getting into the first game, and we're going to see how this Queen Eye pick is going to work for Echo. And I mean, we talk about this Queen Eye and how it's kind of an ego pick in a sense. I mean, it's not that far-fetched from their main of the Azuri. It does share the Katars as the same, I mean, weapon, of course. It's just the spear is going to be kind of that odd weapon that I haven't seen them play just as the moment. But already starting off, they're starting off hot here, Jaguar. Already racking up some nice damage. Already have them in a decent percentage and looking to build up a little bit more. And then you're looking at KO percentage there. But Queen Eye signatures, you're going to have to be careful here. Echo slipping away, does make it back. Hits it by the end sig here. Side sig, lots of signatures coming out from Aesthetics here. Utilizing the sig kit, punishing that D-Light. What a nice cheesy end sig. Oh,
yeah. That's a great side sig there to get off of that. It avoids the breakdance. So despite all those fireworks we had there, still both are about pretty equal in red here. Dodges the ground pound. So Foxy, and again another GC side sig to get back onto stage, catches off Foxy. So Foxy's down a little bit here, and it looks like we are going to have Aesthetics picking up spear. Wait a little bit, now has Katars again, and so right now, as the Echofoxxy now finally has the Katars weapon, and we are still trying to build up some extra credit over on Aesthetics' side. Dodges the ground pound, gets a nice like Sarah off, and still not able to take that first stock over there. So that's Aesthetics is really having a rough time at this, and already now in orange.
Yeah, I mean Aesthetics.
Really 20 sigs. And there's another sig. Always drop more sigs for good measure.
Yeah, I mean, Echofoxxy finally able to take that stock out of there. And just like that, I mean, it is a tied-up stock situation right now, but Echofoxxy Jaguar is down. And they need to make this comeback here. And they have the Katars in hand. Like I said, shared weapon with Azuri here. So if it's any weapon that, you know, they would be familiar with, is these Katars. I mean, you see the Gold Forge Katars that they're locked in here with this drip. And I would say, man, Echofoxxy's drip is top tier. I love these Art Deco colors. The new color scheme coming out with the Brawl Fest 2025. Love every bit of it. But getting to the action once again, D-Light misses the Seer.
That's unfortunate.
Definitely unfortunate.
Trying to make up for it, picking up the dare. And once again, dueling Sigs, and this time Echofoxxy is one being sent off stage when losing the Sig battle. And there's a well-spaced Seer to punish the D-Sig, and the recovery will catch. So, despite all that, looks like we have Aesthetics. Not too much of a lead, but does have the stock to play with and trying to build up some extra damage before losing that stock.
And Echofoxxy kind of a little confused here, throws out the Katars, looking for probably the spear to get the knockout perhaps. I mean, we talk about the signature power of Queen Nai. I mean, I think Echofoxxy is going to be utilizing it here surely to get the knockout perhaps, but never mind. It's going to just be the recovery to get the knockout there. And just like that, we have a tied up stock situation. Echofoxxy is doing phenomenal. I mean, in this Ditto, I mean, ego picking once again. Like I said, ego picking Aesthetics is main here, and, you know, still performing at this level where they can still go even with someone like Aesthetics on his main.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Aesthetics.
We're seeing a lot of Katars stuff as well, and it looks like they are kind of standing still. I don't really know what's going on right now.
Maybe some connection issues,
right,
perhaps.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right, they're back now.
Love to see the sportsmanship coming in from Echofoxxy. Yeah, love to see the sportsmanship. I mean, you know, not engaging into anything, realizing that your opponent was, you know, AFK perhaps. I mean, some technical difficulties was coming in, and, you know, gave them that space, and, you know, allowed them the opportunity to come back. Respect that sportsmanship, but might cost them a little bit here, because right now Echofoxxy's on the ropes, picks up now the Katars, throws it out immediately, hunting for the spear, in fact. But Aesthetics does have the Katars in hand, lands the down stick, and just like that, first game is gonna end. First game of today's tournament stream is gonna end with Aesthetics taking the first victory. And I mean, Jaguar, break down that game for me, because I think that one was just so neck and neck. You look at the damage stats as well too.
Yeah.
4.9 average damage per engagement coming in from both sides. That game was so close.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of like playing the neutral out, getting guitar stuff off. Like that D-Sig, as you saw, catching a lot of stuff that happens after you land the first guitars hit. Being able, that could be sort of a knockout blow in a way that just normal guitars can't really do. So one of the benefits of Nai's signature kit, and we saw the dueling signatures earlier in the game too. And so it often is a 50-50, but I wonder if we're going to be more deliberate in this game as to how we're going to get it. We're going to have a Mordex switch now, over for
Yeah.
Foxy.
And I did catch the level this time. It's a level 82 Mordex, so a lot of mastery coming in for this one. So Echofoxxy is going to be in a little bit of familiar territory, more familiar than I would say the Queen Nai. And I mean, they did went toe-to-toe in the Queen Nai mirror match against Aesthetix here, so hopefully the Mordex is the pick that's needed for them to, you know, put themselves up on the board here. But Aesthetix is going to start off hot with a nice double D-light into the stair. Now has Echofoxxy on the ropes, but still, I mean, pushing his lead even more, and a big GC side stick to make it back to stage. Now Echofoxxy's looking to hold ground a little bit, gets in there, going for the ground pound, not connecting with the ground pound, in fact. Going for the sideline, going for the nair, not connecting with the nair here. Echofoxxy going for these strings, but just only able to just snag by with 1 or 2 hits. Now going over to the side, but Aesthetix gets to read. Sends him further off stage here. No signatures yet here from Aesthetix, but I'm sure one is going to rip here. Never mind.
Right.
Just a recovery. Leads to the KO, and just like that, Jaguar, Aesthetix takes the first stock.
Right, Aesthetix like really just basically playing a lot. I think if Aesthetix can be even more powerful, like just punishing a lot more of those gravity cancel moves. We saw one with the double D light that got punished, and the Mordex just keeps throwing out a lot of these cheeky GC moves, and if Aesthetix is really able to punish, then it could be a very, very short game indeed.
Indeed. And you're seeing, I
Just
mean,
like that.
yeah, Aesthetix here on the punish game. I mean, just not allowing Echo to get any sort of footing onto the stage and just racking up the damage right now. That could have been another punish there for him, but he's going for just these reads here, but he's getting off some nice damage. Already has just such a massive lead that it's looking almost insurmountable here for Echo when a big side stick does connect and lead to the knockout. And look at this lead that, I mean, Aesthetix has built up for themselves. Honestly, Echo did better over on the Ditto, on the Queen Nai Ditto than, I mean, with this Mordex pick from what I'm seeing.
Right. I think a lot of it is just like this Mordex is really just trying to throw out a lot of stuff. I wonder if it is just sort of frustration with how game 1 went. It wasn't too bad, but you could sort of see a thing like you lose your first stock, you get red pretty easily, and then the second stock, and you're still not able to get it. Now you're down 2 stocks, and now we're in a situation where it's orange versus white on the second stock, and really having to play a lot of catch up to stay in this.
Yep, and indeed, I mean, catch-up is an understatement. Right now, Echofoxxy has to climb the Mount Everest in order to bring this one back here. They're deep in the red. The damage lead is in favor of Aesthetix. The stock lead is in favor of Aesthetix. This game is in control of Aesthetix right now. All Aesthetix needs is one good signature for the knockout, or maybe even that recovery, which we've seen him go for multiple times, and it did lead to success there. But there we go. The signatures are beginning to rip here. The recovery.
Dodge's recovery.
Now unarmed.
Yeah, sweet.
Aesthetix with the guitars in hand now. Still looking for the knockout here, going for the down sig. Another down
And
sig.
once again, Cat crosses up with the D-Sig.
Yep, and just like that, a 2-0 advantage here for Aesthetix. Starting off this tournament stream pretty hot, I would say. And this game, honestly, was a complete swap from the last game. Wouldn't you say so, Jaguar?
Yeah, I think like the Queen Nai being able to do a lot more, get a lot more of the punishes off, and I think like really sort of adjusting how the Mordex was played. But we're gonna have Echofoxxy trying a Suri now to see if that's any different. Because we had the Mordex, we had the Queen Nai. I think it's just a matter of if the to really avoid getting punished by Aesthetix, just making sure to be very careful in what moves you throw out, because Queen Nai Sigs also punish really well, and especially with the if you can get a quick hit off, and then your guitar's D-Sig on Queen Nai will cover a lot of things, and that took the last twice now.
Yep, indeed. And level 90 Azuri coming in from Echo here, so, I mean, pretty, once again, a large, a big mastery coming in from, Echo's side here. And like I mentioned at the start of this set here, the main legend of Echofoxxy, I would say at least, is this Azuri pick here. So they're going to be going over to their main, and hopefully this is the pick that's needed for them to kind of put themselves up on the board here, given that they're down in a position where they're, on match point here. If Aesthetix wins this one, Echofoxxy is going to be going down to elimination side here, and nobody wants to go down to that stacked elimination bracket. I've been seeing kind of, the elimination bracket unfold, and there's some demons down there, so I'm sure Echofoxxy would love to stay in the winner's side here, but they have to reverse 3-0 in the set if they want to go ahead and proceed in the winner's side.
Yeah, well, so far in this set, like Echofoxxy is really doing quite well, holding it even, which is better than what we had in game 2. So we're kind of seeing similar to game 1. It's just that Echofoxxy had some stuff going on in Sword right now, but it's being edge guarded here. and does get back to stage. So we're still about even. Avoids the surprise GC side sig, but can't listen to get anything off the side light. Doesn't connect. Now we are trying to play footsies around here. And now trying to get a lot of stuff off after that GC whip. But not able to get too much. There's a good sig. Weapon throw catches, and that was enough to take off the first stock.
Yeah, that weapon throw was cheeky. It caught the recovery from Aesthetix. Definitely caught Aesthetix off guard, caught me off guard. And I think a lot of people in chat as well, too, definitely caught them off guard here because Echofoxxy for the first time in this game, I mean, in this set as well, too, with a lead here. Now trying to get back to stage and still building up some damage over on the sword. What found them success in the first moments of this match here. They're looking to push their lead even more, but Issa side sig, and that's going to lead to, I mean, tied up stock count with a slight, just a itty bitty damage lead coming in from Echofoxxy's end there. And now we're going to be seeing this guitar ditto here, which, I mean, when we look at the first game between, where we had the Queen Eye ditto, the guitars came, I mean, in heavy favor for, I mean, Echo. Echo built up most of their damage over on the guitars and was able to kind of just, you know, able to keep that game close because of those guitars. So we're not seeing the guitars right now, though, from Echo. We're going to be seeing the sword, perhaps, but Aesthetix, man, with the reads is just insane. The recovery, the GC side sig, no options, in fact. Does Echo get the...
Oh, it makes it back. Yeah, made it back with the dodge. Got the dodge back. Ooh. And once again, the nice GC cross-up to take a stock. So now it's, I think, 3 stocks that have gone to just to that. So I wonder if there's going to be any over-adjustment over on Echofoxxy's side.
Yeah.
If this is an option you need to worry about.
Yeah, 100%. You're gonna have to be worried about, I mean, Aesthetix' usage of signatures, man. His signatures, when he lets them rip. He doesn't care. I mean, rightfully so. We talk about how Queen Eye signatures, I mean, they hit like a truck, man. And he's gonna be utilizing every single bit of it. Those N6, side 6, down 6. But just like that here, Jaguar, yeah, he doesn't make it back, and it's just like that. It's a tied up stock count with just a damage lead coming in for him here, but still not a great position for Echo. You're gonna have to push on. You're gonna have to try to bring back this in your favor here, and hopefully use this sword to your advantage to rack up some nice damage and get some sort of lead going. But it seems like Aesthetix is going toe to toe right now with Echo, and it doesn't seem like that's a case that you want to be in. That's not a position you want to be in, Echo. Oh my goodness! Look at the lead right now that he has.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you're seeing Echo playing it cautious.
Echo has a second fan life. This time though, the Sarah catches, so there will be no third chance. Aesthetix takes it 3-0.
Yep. And I mean, this is just this is a complete swap from the first game that we saw where they went even with Aesthetix. Now we're seeing them going, I mean, in a 3-0 fashion. Sadly, Echo is going to be going down in elimination side, and Aesthetix is going to be moving in our winners final here. And I mean, just talk about that match. What do you make of that whole entire set, to be honest, Jaguar?
Yeah, I think Aesthetix had a really did really well with the guitars reads, and looking on the spear stuff, I mean, unfortunate that some combos were dropped, but still like pretty solid play going for reads, like trying to figure out Aesthetix and just with both weapons and really just adapting extremely well, like picking up game two. Game two is really not very much of a contest, and then game 3 just being able to pull out a dominant position on that last stock to take the whole set.